Poor liver health may be the reason that you're struggling with a health condition today. So that's why we're going to discuss the 10 warning signs that you need a liver cleanse right now. Hey Wellness Warrior, it's Dr. Zyrowski, and I think the liver is a vital importance to your overall health. So much so that I think it's responsible for the reason that many people are struggling with health conditions today. As we look at the liver, it has over 500 vital functions in your body, and it is considered to be the organ that supports all organs. So therefore, if the liver struggles, your entire bodily health is also going to struggle, every organ system. So what we want to do is make sure that we keep your liver healthy, because your liver is responsible for detoxifying and also neutralizing toxins in your body. And one of the very common things I hear in Western medicine today is, well, the liver is a detox organ, so why would you need to detox the detox organ? And it seems like a silly concept to many people. And as you hear many people make this argument that there's no reason to detox the liver, you're also watching prescription medications being used in copious amounts. You're watching the chronic disease epidemic skyrocket one day after another, and the cost of individual healthcare skyrocketing as well, because so many people are spending so much more money on their healthcare simply because they're in a chronic disease state. So if you think that that's okay, then I guess don't worry about detoxing your liver. But I don't think it's okay. I think that there's a better way. And I think it's vital to cleanse your liver, because the fact is that though our liver is designed to detox our body, and we have many detox organs, I mean, even your brain actually has the ability to detox. But the problem is the same problem we've ran into for many years now. There's too many toxins that your body is being introduced to every single day. I mean, if you think about it, in different factories across the world, they're coming up with new versions of chemicals every single day. We don't know how these react on the body. And then when we think about all the chemicals we come in contact with, right? The chemicals that are in the cleaning products at the workplace, at your home, the chemicals that are in your clothing, in your mattress, in your pillowcase, in the beauty products that you're putting all over your body. There are chemicals everywhere. And then if you even look at it further, we can see chemicals that are on our fruits and our vegetables in the way of pesticides and herbicides and cleaners. And the fact is, it just keeps going on and on. And if that wasn't enough, there are so many foods that hopefully you aren't consuming, but many people are consuming today, that literally have synthetic chemicals that is part of their makeup, right? Foods that are fake foods, and they're consuming them. So the liver has to deal with all this. And the fact is, the liver is going to struggle because it's not designed to handle that. Our livers were more or less designed to work to keep our body healthy in more primal times, when people were not dousing themselves with chemicals all day long. So when we look at the reality of this situation, it's tough. The average woman puts on over 200 chemicals onto her body before she even leaves in the morning with beauty products, and it's estimated that the average man is doing somewhere around 100 chemicals on their body. And that's first thing in the morning. So here's what we have to look for if we are serious about doing a good liver cleanse. We have to look at the symptoms that could indicate there's a problem, okay? So first of all, many symptoms can show up in many weird ways, okay? But I'm gonna give you some common ones that you can check the box and say, hey, this is a warning sign that I need a liver cleanse. And what we'll do is we'll talk about what to do after this, okay? So first of all, if you have acne or unhealthy skin, this is very common, and it's something that's overlooked all the time, because when we have an unhealthy liver, in many cases, it'll manifest in poor skin health. So when most people get poor skin health, they go and they look to potions and creams and that type of thing. But the fact is that you actually have to look at your organ systems, specifically at your liver. Now, excessive hair loss is another one, okay? It's a sign of an unhealthy body if you're getting kind of random hair loss all over your body. Next is overall bloating. So if you feel that you have a lot of fluid retention and your stomach's bloated all the time, and just why, you ask yourself, when I look in the mirror, why am I always bloated? This could be a sign that you need a liver cleanse and it's time to do that detox. Next on our list is going to be hormone imbalances. So whether you're looking at like testosterone or estrogen or progesterone or even insulin or some of the other metabolic hormones like ghrelin or leptin, if we're struggling with proper hormone balance, we really want to consider doing a liver detox, okay? It plays a vital role in your overall hormone balance. Next on our list is weight gain, okay? As we mentioned, some of these hormones like insulin or maybe cortisol, some of these hormones that are actually very much associated with weight gain, or even the inability to balance blood sugar appropriately because your liver's unhealthy, then this is another reason we're going to want to support liver health. Because as we're seeing, this liver is not only important for doing some detoxification, but also supporting many processes through the body. Now, on the other side of the spectrum here, we have to look at things like inability to lose weight, right? Because if you have this weight gain, maybe you go to try to lose weight, but yet it won't come off. And once again, we're kind of looking to the liver in order to give us some support in there. And this is why when some people will do a liver cleanse, it's like automatically the weight starts falling off. And this is a big problem for a lot of people. They're working hard to lose weight. They're going to the gym, eating the right foods, but yet their weight has plateaued and it won't come off despite their effort. We want to look elsewhere, okay? We don't want to just keep focusing on that area of our lifestyle. It's like, oh, well, I need more exercise. I need to eat less food. No. You got to get yourself healthy. That's the most important thing here. Next on our list is going to be poor bowel function. Many people struggle with gut health issues today. I deal with these often in my clinical practice, whether it's SIBO or it's something like inability to break down food properly and digest food, or maybe somebody has intestinal permeability, whatever it is. It's important to make sure that the liver is functioning well. If the liver is not functioning well, it's very difficult to heal the gut, and also vice versa. So let's make sure that we always focus on the liver, even when we have gut problems, and it seems like the liver wouldn't even be involved in that. It certainly is. Next on our list is going to be excessive or foul smelling sweat. So if you're somebody who is just excessively sweating, definitely could be a liver issue, but also a lot of times people will be like, that person, when they sweat, it is awful smelling. You don't want to be that person, right? So if you are in that position, it's time for a good liver cleanse. And then the next thing we want to look at is if you are sleeping very poorly at night. If you just notice that no matter what you do, your sleep just totally stinks, a liver cleanse can be a really good option for you. Now, as we look at sleep, of course, there could be many other things involved, right? Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of different things that we could consider if you're having poor sleep. It can be very complex, but this is something that's very easy to do, is start working on supporting your liver health. So as we look at supporting our liver health, the next question is, well, what do we do about this, okay? So really what it comes down to is we can do some very simple things, okay? We can start using some nutritional protocols, and I'll put a supplement in the description below that we like to use in our clinic called Liver Assist. This works really well, is a good starting point, okay? So if you're like, what can I do today to start making some changes? Using things like milk thistle, selenium, N-acetylcysteine, and using these in a formula where it's really designed to go in and work synergistically and start improving your liver health, it works phenomenal, okay? Because when we look at the liver and liver congestion and liver inflammation, we're gonna see this start to pour over in every aspect of our lives. So we can use the supplementation, and I talk about this all the time. It's like we have to really look at the different layers of support that we can give the liver. So exercising is gonna be good for the liver. Going and eating a good, healthy diet is going to be good for the liver. Lowering your carb intake and your sugar intake. Making sure that when you're using beauty products in anything in your home, that you're making sure that you're using chemical-free products, okay? It doesn't matter if it's what you're wearing. We want to make sure that your clothing isn't full of chemicals, and we want to make sure that your food is not covered in chemicals, okay? So if we can lower that chemical burden, that's a huge support right there too. So we want to look at our lifestyle. We want to look at every way that we can improve our liver's health in that way, and then we use some natural supplementation, and we're going to find that we start to get some amazing results. But here's the thing, is that we always want to take into consideration a good liver cleanse. I do a 90-day liver cleanse every single year. That's how important I think it is. And you might say, well, Dr. Zyrowski, what is wrong with you to the point where you think that you need to do a liver cleanse every year? I think it's important simply because we are looking at people who are suffering from cancer and heart disease and all of these inflammatory issues. And much of this can start with the liver. So why not make sure that we're doing the best we can to support the organ that supports all organs, that has 500 vital functions, so that we can live a better life? It's just simple nutrition, simple lifestyle changes that you can make that will offer you so many amazing results and also a disease-free future. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like this video, I highly recommend you check this one out next.